Welcome to another Nibble First Impressions, where we give you the TLDR on new games we get to test drive. Today, we're taking a look at Thirsty Suitors from Outer Loop Games, published by Annapurna Interactive. You'd be forgiven for mistaking this game for a dating sim. It is, however, a lively, drama-filled adventure game that follows the story of a young woman returning to her hometown to right past relationship wrongs. Think Scott Pilgrim meets Tony Hawk with an introspective, emotional storyline.
Have we been underestimating Dad this whole time?
The game is colourful and vibrant, inspired by South Asian culture. The art style is reminiscent of a stylized comic book with very fluid animation. Characters have very distinct designs that echo their personalities, while the environment feels alive with colour and movement. The battle sequences are particularly flashy, with colour themes for different moods and their corresponding moves. Skating and other mini-games are visually engaging with lots of dynamic elements to highlight combos, tricks, and quick-time events. The ambient soundtrack is perfectly in tune with the visuals, blending hip-hop with South Asian instrumentals. As you progress, you unlock new EPs which can be activated at the jukebox. Each suitor has their own theme song, expertly written to tell their story and suit their personality. They're surprisingly catchy, and you'll find yourself humming along before you know it. The characters are voiced by a truly diverse cast of actors who authentically represent them. As a South African, it was pleasantly surprising to encounter a local accent. The gameplay is refreshingly simple, with a bit of a throwback feel to PlayStation 2 days. Combat is turn-based and uses familiar mechanics, which makes it easy to pick up the unique mood-based damage system. Battles feature a lot of banter between Jala and her opponents. The sheer quantity of dialogue means the game can move slowly sometimes, and it can be frustrating. However, it's important to pay attention as the dialogue choices you make define your thirst sona and reveal your opponent's weaknesses. A great deal of the story is told through the dialogue as well. Skating can be a bit tricky on mouse and keyboard. Turning feels very sluggish and jagged, and mastering timing for jumps and trick combos presents a bit of a challenge. The cooking minigame, on the other hand, is delightful, with the QTEs being much easier to master. The story follows Jala, a young South Asian American woman who is returning to her hometown for her sister's wedding. She has some amends to make to the people she wronged in past relationships, while also repairing her relationship with her family. There's also a really weird skate punk bear cult, but we won't spoil that for you. The narrative centers around social dynamics and Jala's attempt to accept responsibility for the hurt she's caused. As she confronts each of the people in her life, there are so many relatable moments. Some good, some, well, we all need therapy, I guess.
I'm not so terrible a mother that both my children feel the need to flee into the night.
We laughed out loud at some of the ridiculous, unserious moments. And we also shed a tear or two during some particularly heartwarming moments. It does a great job of tackling serious topics in a very real yet entertaining way. This game is for the misfits and the drama kids. It's for South Asian gamers who can relate to Jala's culture and family life. It's for LGBTQIA+ gamers who struggle with acceptance. This game is also for anyone who enjoys a well-told story. The game is very forgiving when it comes to progression requirements, so even the most casual, inexperienced of gamers will be able to enjoy it. Overall, this flashy, over-the-top game delivers exactly what it promises. Fun, cinematic gameplay and sassy, entertaining dialogue. But it's so much more than that. It's a meaningful exploration of human relationships and the complicated mess that is adulthood.